All right, let's jump right in. Today, we're going to talk about something that could be a real game changer if you're a professional working with India's Public Financial Management System, or PFMS. We're breaking down some material that describes a pretty unique guidance network. So let's get into what it's all about.
So let's kick things off with a question, and if you deal with the PFMS, this is probably going to hit home. You know how important this system is. But as the source material suggests, man, it can also be a massive headache. Is it possible it's just way more complex than it really needs to be?
And not question, well, it sets the stage perfectly for our first section, the PFMS challenge. So, what is it exactly that makes this system so tricky to navigate?
Okay, so just to make sure we're all on the same page, what is the PFMS? Well, at its heart, it's the system India uses to manage public money. But, and this is a big but, it's this huge, sprawling web of complex processes, rules that seem to change all the time, and you've got this constant stream of updates you have to keep up with. And this is where the real-world problems start to pop up. Think about it. You're trying to sift through tons of information, a lot of it unverified. You're constantly worried you might miss one critical update that changes everything. And on top of that, it's tough to find a professional network that's actually, professional and not just a bunch of noise. What it all boils down to is that people are just looking for some clear, simple guidance in a super complex world. So, okay, we've laid out the problems. It's complicated, it's messy. So what's the solution? Well, the material we're looking at points to one specific answer, something it calls an elite network. And here it is. The resource is actually a premium WhatsApp group, and it's run by someone named Anandbhai Modi. The whole idea here is that this group was created specifically to tackle all those problems we just talked about. It's meant to be a curated, focused space for professionals who are serious about getting good information.
And this is where things get really interesting, right? Because on one hand, you have what most of us are used to, these chaotic online groups filled with spam, rumors, just so much random chatter. But then, on the other side, you have the model this group is promising. Zero spam, only value, verified, authentic information, and a network that's actually focused on the profession.
But it's not just about the rules of the group. This whole disciplined environment is really built around one other major feature. You get direct access to an expert. And this is really the core of what's being offered. It's not just about getting facts and figures. It's about getting real, practical guidance. The idea is that members can ask their PFMS-related questions, their problems, and get clear, experience-based answers straight from the person running the show. Okay, so what does that actually look like in practice? If you're a member, what are the specific benefits you're getting? Let's break down what the source says. So, according to the source, it boils down to four main things. First up, you get information that's not just verified, but also simplified. It's meant to cut through all that dense government jargon. Second, you get official updates in real time. The goal is to make sure you're never playing catch-up. Third, you're part of an actual network of other serious professionals. And finally, members apparently get priority access. They're the first to hear about new guidelines and insights. So you've got the info, the updates, the network, but it's all building towards something bigger. There's a final promise here that goes way beyond just staying informed day to day. And here it is, the big idea. The goal, as the source puts it, isn't just about giving you a fire hose of information. It's about helping you achieve true mastery. The aim is for you to really master the public financial management system, not just struggle to keep your head above water. Okay, so at this point, you're probably thinking, what's the catch? How do you join? The source is very clear that there's a one-time entry fee. Yep, according to the material we're breaking down, a one-time fee of 99 rupees gets you into the network. That single payment is your key to all the features and benefits we just went over. And that really leaves us with a final, bigger question to chew on. We live in this age of complete information overload, right? We are drowning in data, but starving for actual wisdom. So could a model like this, a curated, expert-led community, be the real key to understanding? Is this how we turn all that noise into genuine mastery? It's definitely something to think about.